Okay, good evening, everyone. Okay, how we all doing today? Today is another night. Today is the third night, the three of the night school. I hope I'm loud and clear. So, we're going to get where we are just most diving into what we have for today. We started a series on the 1st of June talking about co-ownership. So before we go into co-ownership, I just want to, for those that are joining us for the first time, I want to quickly talk about what the real estate night school is all about. Basically, for the whole of June, we are going to be talking about real estate 9 p.m. every day, every day. So everything about real estate, that's what we are looking at throughout the month of June. So you can go to the comment section, drop comments, and we'll be happy to read your comments. I like your comments here, like on the stream. So welcome on board. Welcome on board. So questions can be dropped. Questions can be dropped in the comment section. So just drop all your questions that you have, and I will take them. So so basically, we started this on 1st of June, and until June 30th, we are going to be having this section every night. So we started with a series on the 1st of June talking about ownership. And from day one, I gave a story, some background story about ownership, especially in Africa and other developed nations too. And yesterday, we talked about the definition of co-ownership, and I'm going to just recap a little bit. We said co-ownership is real estate in terms, I mean, co-ownership now in real estate terminology is a situation whereby two or three people or entities jointly own a property. So Mr. A is coming, Mr. B is coming, Mr. C is coming, Mr. D is coming. They are all coming together just to own a piece of property. And this is not new at all. From the story I shared on the first, which was on Thursday, I mentioned the fact that most of the people that settled in the days of old, in the medieval age, and all of that. Most of them, what they do is that they get to a community, four or five fishermen, four. In fact, there was even a story that I watched on the NTA. You might be wondering, does NTA still exist? Yes, they do exist. So on NTA, some couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, I was somewhere waiting for someone, and the stuff popped up. So I decided to watch. So I decided to watch, and was talking about uh, how most of the people that settled at Yaba, Ibutemet, how they settled out there. It's similar to the story of ownership too. So most of these people just settled down, and they start building their house together, build their market together. They do it all together. They are not saying this is for this person, this or no. They build it all together. And I share the story of Indians. Most of the time when Indians, Bangladesh, Pakistani, when they travel out, when they japa, just like we normally say, they don't have our Nigerian culture. You know, basically what they do is that they embrace the co-ownership dimension too. That's what they basically do. They embrace the co-ownership dimension. That is what they often do. So, co-ownership is not new. That's basically what I want us to know, and that's what I want us to have that background knowledge of. It's not something new at all. It might be new to you, it might be strange to you, but like I said yesterday, too, culturally, co-ownership is a little bit not our thing because in Nigeria and African culture, my thing is my thing. In fact, we even have a proverb for it. Our thing is different from my thing. So, but what we don't often see is that culturally we see a house as an think I'm having network breakdown. I don't know whether you guys okay. I think I'm back. I'm back. So. So that's basically co-ownership. So we see houses as um, as a as an achievement. We see house not as an investment. That's why most of the time we don't maximize our houses. We don't maximize the usefulness. We don't milk the value from some of those houses as we ought to do, as we ought supposed to be. The house is not it is not serving us. It's not the source of wealth creation. It's not really an asset again. Those houses have become a liability. Those houses have become a liability. And if we are not careful, I was doing a math for someone sometimes ago. I said, the house that you build, the single self-contained bungalow that you build, that you look like a king inside, if you are not careful, you will become it will become a liability to you. And by the time I finished the analysis, the person said it's not that it will become, it's already a liability. It's already a liability. So it's not that it will become a liability, it's already a liability. So how will you have a house that you built for 75 million naira, 35 million naira, 25 million naira, 45 million naira, and you cannot be making minimum of 5% ROI from that house, all in the name of I'm a landlord. Those are some of the bodies, the back medieval ideologies that we need to, our forefathers' ideology that has not taken us anywhere that we really need to fight against. It is very, 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 very important. So these are some of the things I'll keep addressing them at every of our sections. Sorry for the break in transmission, please. So these are some of the things that we keep addressing at every of our sections. So tonight. So based on some of the feedbacks that I got yesterday, a lot of people want us to still talk about the co-ownership. They don't want to know the type. They just want to, because the co-ownership is still very, 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 very new. So they still want us to talk about co-ownership. We talked about the definition, people, the legal instrument that needs to be put in place, some of those things. We looked at them yesterday, but people still want us to talk about co-ownership. So today I'm going to be starting um, with some statistics about co-ownership. That's what I'm going to be starting with today. Statistics about co-ownership. And these are things you can get anywhere, but I just want to use it to, um, I want to bring it down home to be able to use it to explain some basic thing. It will help us a great deal. It will help us a great deal. So these are, Nigeria, we don't often have statistics. So these are statistics from UK, outside the country, and all of those things. So number one is that co-ownership housing scheme in Northern Ireland has helped over 28,000 households become owners since 1978. So over 28,000. I mean, North Ireland is, I don't think North Ireland is up to 10 million or 20 million population. Imagine if it has helped 28,000 and co-ownership is still very new in Nigeria, that means there's possibility that it will help over 2 million people. So it's something that a lot of people have embraced, a whole lot of people have embraced, and it's something that you and I also need to embrace. So since 1978, that ownership has been functioning basically in Northern Ireland, UK. It has helped quite a lot of people. So that is one statistic. I'm going to talk about 4 or 5 or 10 statistics at time permit us. So after the statistics, if time permits us to go back into the lecture, we'll go back into it. But I just want to use this to be able to explain what co-ownership is all about. And for those that are watching for the first time, that is still sounding like Greek, you need to go and watch the first episode, the second episode, so that you'll be able to meet up. So we try as much as possible to make the class as short and engaging as possible, maximum by 30 minutes. We are done. 15 minutes to 30 minutes, we are done. Of course, tonight our intro took some time because I needed to sort out one or two family things. So, um, So co-ownership arrangements have become increasingly popular in urban areas, with 25% increase in shared property ownership in city over the past decade. So in the last 10 years, there is a 25% increase in co-ownership. So a lot of people are adopting it. Like I said, we are still in the early adoption stage of co-ownership. It's not what is how will I put it? It's not popular, overly popular yet. We are still at the early adoption stage, but it is not something that is new. Even though it is not popular, does not mean that it is not new. So that is one area that I want us to really critically look at and understand. The fact that it's not popular does not mean that it is new. It has been since memorial. I mean, it's just now that structures and legal systems have been put in place for co-ownership to work. So there's a 25% increase for the last 10 years. So the opportunities are there. Like I said, what co-ownership helps you to achieve is what your 1 million naira cannot achieve on alone. Your 1 million naira can achieve it with 100 other people. Putting 1 million naira together, that is 100 million. You will be able to access opportunities that your own single 1 million naira will not be able to access. So that's what co-ownership. So basically, what you are doing when it comes to co-ownership is that is democratizing ownership of property. That's what co-ownership is doing. And with entry point like 100,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 naira, you can plug into. So I'm going to be sharing some opportunities along the line. Just follow me as we make progress. So the second statistics that I'm going to be sharing tonight is that a study conducted by Shared Ownership Task Force showed that co-ownership can help reduce the average time. In fact, this statistic is very interesting. Listen again, I will repeat. A study conducted by the Shared Ownership Task Force shows that a co-ownership can help reduce the average time it takes to save for a property deposit by up to 50%. I shared a story we can all remember yesterday that when Bangladesh, when Iraq, Pakistanis, and Indians, when they moved to other countries, four family they will cram themselves into two-bedroom apartment. So take for instance now maybe because they are foreigners they will ask them to go and bring 10% deposit for an apartment maybe in a place in UK, and 10% deposit is like 25,000 pounds. And for one family to afford 25,000 pounds, it might take forever. But for four families to afford 25,000 pounds, it will take maybe like 6,500 pounds for each family. So what it has done basically is that it has reduced the effort. It has reduced the effort or the amount of money that is needed by by a single family to be able to drop that such deposit. So that's what it has done. So co-ownership is one area that you need to pay attention to. There was one area that you need to pay attention to. So it can cut the time by as much as 50%. It can cut the time by as much as 50%. Massive, massive. So what it means is that instead of you waiting for your deposit to be complete for you to take advantage of a property, what you can do is that you can collaborate with two, three, four, five, 10, 20 people, just like the opportunity that I'll be sharing later on tonight. Okay, so like I said, in case you have any questions, just drop it in the comment section. And if you cannot drop it in the comment section, based on some of the feedback that I've gotten, you can chat the number that will be displaying right now. You can chat that number up, and we will be attending. So please WhatsApp only. That is very very important. WhatsApp only. So I'll be bringing it home with this last statistics. Co-ownership offers an opportunity for investors to diversify their real estate portfolio while minimizing risks through shared ownership structure. So let me repeat that again. Co-ownership offers an investor opportunity to invest in diversify their real estate portfolio while minimizing risks through shared ownership structure, because you are not the only one that owns it. You are not the only one that owns it. So the risk is shared. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine. I was telling him one of the reasons why Dangote refinery, the newly commissioned refinery, and in the course of this, our our training, I'm going to be sharing some of the reasons why Dangote refinery is going to impact on real estate and commercial housing real estate and commercial real estate. Just stay tuned. So it's a long 1 month. It's a long 1 month. We cannot finish some of the outlines that I have for us in the next 1 month. We can't finish it. So coming back to the Dangote story, is that it might be named Dangote Refinery, but the risk of that project is not lying on him alone. I said, do you know that NNPC own about 20 to 30%, so 20 to 25% of that refinery? What that means is that that refinery cannot afford to fail. The people that can make it fail with government policy already hold about 20 to 35% of it. So when you share risk, you see, I said something yesterday. See, 1% of 1 billion is not the same thing as 100% of 100,000. It's not the same thing. 1% of 1 billion is not the same thing as 100% of 100,000 naira. It's not the same thing at all. So why not share the risk? Instead of you waiting for when you'll be able to earn all the money, save all the money to be able to hold that property. Number one fundamental thing that we dealt with yesterday is the fact that you need to have the mentality that owning a property is not an achievement, is not breaking generational curse in your family. So owning a property is actually an investment sense. It's another investment sense. So you don't need to wait till you have all the money in the world. You don't need to wait till you have all the money in the world. That little money that you have with you, you can plug it in. So I still have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 code, but because of time, I'm going to just take one more. And then before I take that one more code, I'm going to share an opportunity for anybody that is interested. You have got the number that is scrolling on the screen right now. Just chat that number or send a WhatsApp to that number that I am interested. Chat that number up right now. There's an opportunity for you to go home and your investment in this co-ownership scheme is just 100,000 naira. Yes, just 100,000 naira. Of course, you can do multiples. You can do 10 units of the 100,000 naira. You can do 100 units of the 100,000 naira. You can do 50 units of the 100,000 naira. So basically, there's a project very close to the golf course in Lakwe that um, we are putting together through a cooperative. Coincidentally, I'm the president of the cooperative too. We're putting together that we are raising over 2 billion naira. So your 100,000 is less than is less than 0.1% of the whole fund. So and basically what you are going to be enjoying is the same benefit as if somebody single person drop the 1 billion or 2 billion or 1.5 billion naira for instance. So that is an opportunity that you need to take advantage of. So whether you are watching me on YouTube or Facebook, all you need to do, watching live or repeat, is to chat that number up. So if the number is scrolling too far, let me call it now. 08075343090. WhatsApp only, not WhatsApp call. Chat the number WhatsApp only. So let me just give one more statistics as I round up tonight. So, like I said earlier, on it cut ownership and we minimize risk. So, the last one, as we round up tonight in the next 2 minutes, is that research has shown that co-ownership can lead to stronger social connection and a sense of community as residents actively engage in decision making and shared responsibility. Yes, I'm going to break it down. So what it means is this: when you co-hold with someone, you will always want to see the reason why that project needs to be successful. That's key. You will always want to see the reason why that project needs to be successful. That's when you co-own. So you don't want to joke with the co-ownership process. You don't want to joke with co-ownership in any way. So research has shown that ownership can lead to stronger social connection and a sense of community and residents actively engage together. When you grow, you don't want to see the project. You know you have a stake in this project. You are not a liability, you are an asset to that project. So you don't want that project to go down. Neither do you want that project, uh, anything or any issue happen to that project. So that's where we're going to be rounding up tonight. So we couldn't touch where we stopped yesterday. So tomorrow we'll finish the statistics, then we'll go back to the lecture, the series. It's still the same, it's still part of it. I just want to keep explaining what this co-ownership is all about so that people can have in-depth knowledge of what co-ownership is all about. It's massive. I don't think you want to miss it. In case you miss yesterday's, we'll go back and watch it, and don't miss tomorrow. Same time, 9 p.m. Just um, um, make sure that you log yourself in by 9 p.m. So, in rounding up tonight, I want to let you know about the opportunity. You don't want to miss this opportunity for any any reason at all. You don't want to miss that opportunity. So, the opportunity is the aggregating fund for a co-ownership project, and units in unit share through the cooperative that I associate the president is 100,000 naira per unit. You can buy multiples of units and you enjoy. I mean, we are raising over 2 billion, and you will enjoy the same benefit as if somebody dropped 2 billion naira. Massive. So whether you are doing it for capital acquisition or you are doing it um, for for income purposes, so for cash purposes or for capital acquisition. So either of the way, it is very possible. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. So it's 9:31, and we'll see you tomorrow again, the same time and the same platform that you've watched us since June 1st. So thank you very much. So thank you very much for Apostle Day uh, for the comments. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the encouraging words. So have a great and wonderful night, and hope your weekend is going on smoothly. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. Good night.